So what makes all these elements different from one another?
Well, we know that an atom is built up from particles called protons, neutrons, and electrons. So different atoms have different numbers of protons, neutrons,
and electrons. So the most deadly poisons and the most explosive materials are all made up from the same particles, but in different quantities?
Exactly. And because of that, an atom can be totally described by just three things: its chemical symbol, its mass number, and its atomic number.
So these three things can tell us everything about the structure of an atom? Mm-hmm. How?
Look, I'll show you. Let us start with the lightest element, hydrogen. Now, what's the chemical symbol of hydrogen?
Hydrogen's chemical symbol is H.
That's right. Let's put the letter H on our chart. Now, let's take a look at the atomic number. This is important. The atomic number of an atom is the number of protons in the atom. So let's take a look at this hydrogen atom. How many protons do you see in the middle?
Well, there's only one proton. So does that mean its atomic number is 1?
Yes. It's got one proton, which means its atomic number is 1. This number always appears in the bottom left-hand corner of the elements panel in the periodic table.
OK, so what does the mass number mean?
The mass number is the total number of protons and neutrons in the atom's nucleus.
But this atom hasn't got any neutrons in its nucleus.
So what does that tell us about its mass number?
I guess it tells us that this atom has a total of 1 proton and 0 neutrons, which makes its mass number 1?
Yes, exactly. Its mass number is 1. This number always appears on the top left-hand corner of the elements panel in the periodic table.
So the atomic number and the mass number tell us how many protons and neutrons are in the atom's nucleus. But what about the number of electrons in an atom?
You need to remember that in an atom, the number of electrons is always the same as the number of protons.
Is that because electrons are negatively charged and protons are positively charged? So the charges are balanced in an atom?
That's right.
So the atomic number of an atom also tells us how many electrons are in an atom.
And in this hydrogen atom?
It's got 1 proton, so it's also got 1 electron.
So, now can you see that the atomic number, mass number, and chemical symbol can completely describe an atom?